Hey guys. Hi. Bree here. Okay, y'all. We're going to create some of these cute little magnetic. There we go. Magnetic donuts. Now look how cute these designs are. Bunch of different ones. You could add your own sprinkles. You can use these sprinkles. You could also do glitter, or you could add resin on top if you wanted, make them a little glossy, glazy. Anyways, y'all, go ahead and comment hashtag replay if you're catching the replay here. Thanks so much for hanging out. Let me get this pulled up while I'm live and sent over to our broadcast channel. So just make sure that you guys are in the broadcast channel. I have been sending updates and important information as well in that broadcast channel for you guys to know. Okay? All right. Keyword today is donut, and that will get you some info on how or where you can get your hands on this transfer. Okay? So first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take my X-Acto knife and I'm going to cut right along the lines here. Okay. That way I can just take them off and put them right back on this sheet. I could cut them apart if I wanted to, but sometimes I find that it's harder for me to keep track of all the little squares rather than just leaving it all on one sheet here, okay? All right, so this month's club subscription, you guys, this month's club project comes with this transfer. It comes with these 3 paste colors. We've got Currant Jam, Peony, and Bright White, okay? And then it comes with a bag of donuts. And the cool part about these donuts, y'all, check it out. Hold on. It comes in 6 of them. Yep. Y'all, look at this. How cute are those donuts? You can't even tell. They're just circles, but they're magnetic. We're gonna make them cute, okay? But such a cute idea. And this frame is the London frame. It is magnetic, it is very affordable, and it's a chalkboard so you can reuse it, okay? The Aiden frame is also magnetic, so is the Verity, okay? So those are 3 options that are good for a 9 by 12 size area. So that is what I would recommend, one of those 3, okay? At least have one of those 3. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Hi, everybody. Okay. So I actually have these 3 colors in the jar, so I'm going to go ahead and use those. Peony, I don't know, it's starting to get a little bit hard to use, so I may have to get a new jar here pretty soon, but I'm going to try, okay? We're going to test it out and see. All right, so I think I want these to be a little bit on the lighter side. So I am thinking of maybe we should do them with, I'm trying to think of a color that we want to do it. Maybe we can paint them, I don't know, maybe I'll do a little bit of vanilla. I'll do a little bit of vanilla with camel, okay? I think there's a mosquito in here. I don't know, I'm playing with my mind here. I'm thinking there's a mosquito that bit me or is out to get me. I'm not sure. But the mosquitoes right now are massive. And they're very fast. They're not slow. It's very hard to catch them. So in my head, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's gonna get me? Is it coming after me? Oh my gosh, it's gonna attack me. Okay, so this is just the vanilla paste with camel. Okay, let's test out one. Oh yeah, I think this is good. just to lighten up our donut just a little bit. Make it look a little bit more like, you know, maybe a glazed donut underneath. So I'm just going to use my sponge, and we're just going to color our donuts in. What is your favorite donut? My favorite donut, I don't really eat donuts, okay? So first of all, I don't really eat them that much. I think they make my stomach hurt too much, just maybe the sugar. But what I do like are these donuts from a place called Mochi Nut. I'm not even sure what kind of donut they are, or if that's like what they're called. I have no idea. I've never actually looked it up. But they look like this one. That middle one right there with like, almost like a cake donut. They're so good. And I can eat those. Those don't hurt my stomach. Hi. Are you a glazed donut? But if I do, every now and then I will get a donut. I'll usually get like donut holes. Less to eat, I guess. Y'all, first of all, tell me, how much are donut holes where you're at? I went to the donut store the other day because I had Riley with me, and we went, oh, it was her I think her doctor's appointment we went to. Oh my gosh, that mosquito, it did bite me. Ew. It was getting me good too, y'all. I told you, I knew it. It wasn't my brain, it wasn't me like thinking that it was attacking me. No, it was attacking me. It rained yesterday and a couple of days last week, y'all, like a lot actually over the weekend. And these mosquitoes are no joke. They're terrible. We filled out the forms like for them to come and spray and things like that, but they're so bad. Okay. From H Mart, they're good. Oh, good. Yeah, I really, really like them. Okay, Mary. Yes, they were $2.99 or $2.49 or something like that, and I was like, "What in the world?" I haven't been to a donut store in quite some time, apparently, because I could have sworn the last time I went, donut holes, if I can remember correctly, were like 99 cents. So I was like, oh yeah, let me just do a bag of donut holes. And I had already paid for Riley's stuff, so then he gave me the price of it, and maybe that's it. Maybe I have ordered it, but I've just never paid attention. Like, they just give you the total, but I don't actually look and read to see how much it was. But yeah, he was like, okay, that's gonna be $2, whatever he said. $2 something something. I was like, oh, what? What happened to 99-cent dollar or 99-cent bag of donut holes? They used to be pre-done in baggies, like sitting on the top, ready for people to come in and just add it to their order. It's crazy. All right, so again, we are just adding some color to the bottom here, right, to make it look a little bit more like a glazed donut. And then we'll add our toppings in a second. Everything is bigger, yeah, for reals. Their donut holes are at Kroger for $4.90 or $4.79. Golly. Well, like, how good are they if they're selling them in Kroger? And I don't think I've ever bought any of Krispy Kreme or any of their stuff inside of Kroger. I see them as soon as I walk in. I see the little stand, goodness. All right. Yay! I think those look good. Right? Those are good. Okay. Let's see. Let me wipe my hands off because they're a little crazy here. Oh yeah, especially the mosquitoes, Wanda. They're crazy big. I remember as a kid, we would tell my dad we wanted donuts. He would make us the biscuits fried up with sugar, cinnamon. No, we want donuts. Just was have a hole in the middle. He would poke a hole. Oh, that's cute. That's too cute. Hi, Paula. Okay. So now that we've done that, oh, we're gonna need to wax these, okay? Since we did paint them, we just want to protect that layer and our transfer as well. And I'm pretty sure I have just used surface wax. All right. I did move a few things around. But just to clear off my desk a little bit to give me more room. Why does this happen to me every day? I mean, half the time it was sitting right there. It was sitting on top. I literally picked it up to look under it. I picked it up to look under it. Oh my goodness. I always misplace or like look over my surface wax. I don't know what it is about the jar. I don't know. All right, so we are adding some wax over the top of our little cutouts here. See, I have a combo with rubber. Oh, good luck. Terry, the first place I go for anything I ever have trouble on, like any type of troubleshooting, I go straight to ChatGPT. Right, Paula? Yeah, that has been me every day for quite some time. Like, I will pick up something, look right at it, and then still, my phone, y'all, okay, I had to have Robert, no, I had to ping my phone today. Okay, so get this. I came in my craft room because I was trying to send out a sample, right? My black paste packet had dried up, so I was putting it in a little jar and I wanted to label it. So I opened up my drawer to get my little label out. I take the label out, close the drawer, right? And I go give that to Robert and I go make lunch, all the things. And then as soon as I'm done with lunch, I was like, okay, where's my phone? Let me go find my phone. I could not find it. We had to ping it and we still couldn't hear it. And then Robert was in the craft room taking stuff off the machine and he was like, I hear something in here. And I was like, oh my gosh, okay, maybe it's in here. And I retraced my steps. Y'all, I put it in the drawer where my paper and my stickers are at. My phone was in that drawer. Like, what? I'm like, oh my goodness. ChatGPT, Terry. It is a, send me a message afterwards and I will tell you, okay? But you can download the app. It is a free app and ChatGPT is absolutely amazing. It's like Google, YouTube, and AI, just geniusness, all in one central location. So it is really good to use, especially business-wise. But it's also great for everyday life, right? Questions, and you could keep a diary in there and it would give you a summary of your entire year if you wanted it to. Okay, let's do. Of course, I want this donut because that's my favorite. And then I'm gonna do, let's do this one. This one looks normal with sprinkles. This is Riley's favorite. I don't know what that one is. I guess we could do this one, huh? This one kind of reminds me of Bavarian cream, actually. Let's do that one instead. So it has one whole magnetic piece, okay? Let me see. It's warmer there. Oh, that's good. Like once I took my garbage out and didn't realize my keys were in my hand and I threw out my car keys. Oh my gosh. I couldn't find the car keys, they were in the refrigerator. Yeah, you know, we do some crazy things sometimes, y'all. That's what happens when we try to multitask, right? Hi, Robin. Doing good. How are you doing? It's been a while. Okay, we could do, maybe let's do that one. And this is just a regular one without sprinkles. We could do that one. And then maybe we'll do the one that has a bite out of it. Okay. All right, so I have my 6 designs that I'm gonna do, and I have got my cutouts here. So of course the ones that have the hole in the middle, we're gonna put those on the ones with the hole in the center of the cutout. I think I'm gonna make this one chocolate. This one almost looks like it could be a Bavarian filled, but it also looks like a cinnamon roll. It's a little crooked. Let's try that again. One thing I really do like about these transfers though, you guys, is that they're a little bit see-through. So whenever you're trying to line up the cutouts, these work really well. Used to, with our old transfers, we used to have the light underneath, and it still helps if you need to use it. You can definitely still use it, but that's what we used to do. Lost your, yes, I have lost my phone while being on my phone, and I'm yelling at them like, they're like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm looking for my phone. Or like your glasses and they're on top of your head. I do that. Not as much anymore because I don't wear my glasses all the time unless I'm driving. But yeah. Oh, that's another mosquito. I'm telling you, these bugs. Y'all saw it. You saw it. I caught it too. I caught it. I just watched it. The focus. 10 minutes. So I was talking on it. I was like, yeah, you're losing your mind, right? Oh no, Robin. I'm so sorry to hear. Happened to you too, Tracy? Yeah. I think it happens more often than we'd like to admit. Okay, so we're gonna do this one chocolate. I'm gonna say we probably are gonna have to use like a espresso. Should I just do espresso by itself? I think so. I think espresso should work. All right, I've got a mini squeegee here. Oops. That one is a little dirty, but let's just clean it. Okay, I did get them. You saw that, right? All right, this is like one of Riley's favorites. She just loves chocolate. So does Robert. I think if he were to eat donuts, he would probably eat chocolate. They are my chocoholics. Chocolate. Chocolateholics? No, I don't know. Whatever you want to call them. Okay, so donut number 1. Look how cute! Yay! All right, we're gonna put that on our sign. Okay. Let's spray it with some water over here. All right, then we're gonna need white. I'm wondering on this one if I want to paint it in. I kind of want to paint it in, but I don't even know what color I would paint it in. If I do the outline, I could just do it in white. Okay, I could just do it in white. And then we could change it up a little bit. Right, or I could do it in white, we could paint it in. Alright, so I think I'm going to paint that one in. Okay. So I'm going to let that dry. Let's go with this one. We could do pink sprinkles. No, we'll just do pink. We're just trying different things to kind of figure out what would be best to do, because some of them maybe it would be better for you just to paint it instead of doing it the color that I did underneath. Maybe it's better that you just go ahead and paint it directly on the magnet, you know. So we did peony, right? And let's see. Oh goodness, what did I miss? Better now than after. Yes, exactly, right? Okay, Julie said, had it scared my life, had to go to the ER. Something to do with diabetes. They told my brother-in-law that I was close to going into diabetic coma. Oh my goodness, Julie, that's absolutely terrifying. I am so glad that you went and you knew something up, you know, something was up and something was wrong. I'm so glad that you went. Now you want to fry up some biscuits. Oh man. Strawberry color, right? Okay. Next, let's do, I want to do a little bit lighter. I don't know. Maybe I will stick with white on this one. Okay. So this is the one that had like the center filling, but it reminded me of a cinnamon roll as well. Okay. Let's go ahead and bring out our currant jam color. All right, let's try it on this one. My currant jam also needed a little bit of water. They have not been used in a while. Do you guys remember when we would use currant jam and Marvelous like every day? I love that color combination. Now we end up using that Farmhouse Blue. But how much oh, whoops. I'll just finish, I'll watercolor that one. I didn't even think about that until I accidentally messed it up. I could watercolor, that way I don't have to do a second coat of anything. That would be cool. I think we could do this one in, let's do this one in, let's do like white on the outside and then pink, like an ombre. Okay. So now let's just take a little bit of water on my hand and blend it. A little bit more water. All right, let's take that off. All right. Let's watercolor some of these now, okay? Currant jam and Marvelous. I know, right? Oh yeah, yellow would have been good. Now you want a cinnamon roll. Oh yay, Angel, I'm so glad you got it in the mail today. Is anything cinnamon? Oh really? Huh. I know, you guys are all scaring me. You guys are all having something going on. All right, let's see. We're gonna do some watercolor real quick. So let me clean off my brush, and I'm gonna get one of my little trays here. Okay, so when we watercolor, we don't need a ton of color, but we're gonna have that there. I'm gonna go ahead and get a little bit of that currant jam color. Okay, and we're just gonna go in here, color in with this watercolor, and the rest of the area that hasn't been touched yet, okay? All right, so that one is almost done. It did go a little bit outside of it, but you know what? Not sure I can do much about that one at the moment. Just learn to be more careful, I guess. All right. There's that donut. We might have to put some glitter on that one. We'll fix it. We will fix it. Okay. This one is brown. It was espresso. So I'm just going to do a little dot of espresso there, and we're going to add some water. Okay. Let me see. We're going to go in these little areas and add the watercolor. And I'm just using the same color, right? I'm just using the same color. Like this one was the chocolate and it was espresso, okay? Now I did wax these earlier, so some places are not taking the watercolor very well. So in that case, you may have to just add a little bit more paste, like actually paint it instead, if you're not able to get it. But I think we got it good. Okay, I think that one looks good. I like that one. All right. I think we could do like the icing, the swirl icing. I'm gonna try and do it in one color real quick. You could use the markers for sure. I did see somebody say that earlier. Okay. All right, and then I'm going to use white, and I'm going to spray it, and we're going to watercolor with some white. I have no idea where my dog is barking. I think Robert went to go check. I don't know what made him go crazy. I forgot what I was saying. All right, so the white, I couldn't really add too much water because it just wasn't showing up. So I did have to do a little bit more paste for this one. But I am trying to color around the icing part. Okay. I need to get a little bit more. I just went into like full-on focus mode. I don't know, I feel like I just lost track of anything I was saying. I'm so sorry. I don't know what I was talking about though. Okay, that turned out cute, I think. So you've got the white donut there, and then I did currant jam. I like the way that one came out. Right? Okay. And if we do this one as the cinnamon roll, I could just use if it'll let me. I think the wax may be a bit much. Maybe a bit heavy on this one. I may have to add some more espresso to it, and then it might be okay. Another thing I've done is I've just used my quick dry tool while I am painting or watercoloring. But let me just try a little bit more paste real quick. We're almost done with our donuts. Alright, so I was just kind of turning this one into a cinnamon roll. That's what I was working on doing. Just gonna add a little bit more color. That definitely worked. Adding that little bit more color helped a ton. Okay. And then that one is done. Okay. That one I kind of left somewhat like a cinnamon roll, but I wanted to leave the inside white as well. Colors that come with this one is Currant Jam, Peony, and White. Oh man, I became hungry. Alright, those are done. That one's done. This one, what color? I think we could just go ahead and do this one with the original color and water it down for around the edge here. So I'm just doing a watercolor around the edge, the same color using the peony. That way the colors aren't like, you know, way off. They still match, still looks good. And then I could do the dots with a marker, right? I can do the sprinkles with a marker. Okay. And I think we're gonna do a light pink for this one. Well, I say light pink, but it's just kind of turning into a marvelous. They're trying to break in here. Alright, I don't know if this is going to work. Again, it comes down to, I think I got it. Let me try this time. So this is a little bit darker. I kind of added peony, white, and a little bit of the espresso watercolor. So it's got like a marvelous look to it. like a little brown tint. Do you guys remember that color called Dear Diary? It was like a mauve. I love that color. Love, love, love that color. This is like that. Like if I were to watercolor with that mauve color, that's kind of the color I created. Again, peony, white, and a little bit of espresso. All right. That did it. That helped out a ton. Okay, so see how it actually let me paint it in? Now, we could go back on top of each one of these and do the top coat again in whatever color that we wanted in. And it would be a lot, like it would stand out a lot more, which you could definitely do that. Okay? I am just going to take the markers real quick and I'm going to give it maybe a little bit, or maybe I'm going to add glitter. Let me see. Oh, I have sprinkles. I have a bag of fake sprinkles. I think this was actually for maybe they're just straight sprinkles. Oh, this is the one that was for soap. I had sprinkles, but it was for soap. Okay, well, do some sprinkles here. Maybe let's do some whites. I think this one needs some white sprinkles. So I'm just going in where the spots are already drawn on here. All right, and then just filling in the dots for our sprinkles. Okay. Ta-da! Hello. All the way to, Krispy Kreme. Let's see. I can easily jump in my car and go to Krispy Kreme right now. I just added donuts to my list. Yes, Julie, I'm not backwards because I have this little device that mirror images on, it's like a monitor screen. I can see exactly what's on my phone through this device it's a magnet that goes on the back. So I do have to start and end it like by walking all the way around. But at least I can see what I'm doing real time and I don't have to wait for my second screen to catch up. But yeah, it's been nice. Alright, so I am adding a couple. I really did not like this particular one. I didn't like how it all came out. So I think I would probably scrap this one. I would paint over it and do it again. This was the Current Jam one that just kind of bled everywhere because I put too much, I had too much water in it whenever I did it, okay? Okay, so we're just doing some dots, some sprinkles on this one as well. Okay. There we go. This donut or the chocolate one is fine. I don't think I need to put anything on that one. Maybe this one we do in white. All right, so I added white on that. I think that looks really good. We'll leave that one. I think we'll leave this one as is too, because it kind of just looks like it. Oh, maybe I will just go on top of it. All right. I went ahead and did the top part. I think that actually looks good. So that way it looks like it's the, you know, the cream cheese or whatever on top. They are wood. They're wood, but honestly, you could redo it. I'm sorry that it takes my camera a little bit of time to focus. Sand it and redo it. Everything's reusable. Right? Everything's reusable. Let's be honest. All right. I think that's cute. Now you could use some, if you wanted to make them pop a little bit more, you could use resin to seal them, or to add just a little bit of like glaze on top. Right, so you could use the clear resin, the, what is it, the UV resin. All right, so check out our donuts, you guys. Which one's your favorite? I think I really like the way the chocolate one came out. It just looks really good. This one looks super cute, and this one up here looks super cute too. But of course, I do love that one. I don't know, they're all cute, minus this guy. Minus that one, but which one's your favorite? You could get like little mini sprinkles too. On Amazon or something. I could look for some and add them to the Amazon, my Amazon shop. So that way if you wanted to add a little bit of, let's say, some Mod Podge or some glue, you could do some glue and then add these sprinkles on there. You could do that. You could add the paste, like while the piece is wet, you could totally just sprinkle some glitter on it and have that available too. Okay, that does work. And strawberry. The cinnamon one is cute. Oh, I know, extra donuts would be cute. Wouldn't they? Everything chocolate. This is true. They're not all perfect. You are right about that. Okay. Well, you guys comment donut, and I will send you the info on where you can grab them. I am using the London frame. It is magnetic, so it makes all of these super awesome to use. My shipment is on its way, right? But like I said, it is magnetic, and check it out, y'all. It fits these boots, and you can even scoot it all the way down here so it sits on the rest. It does fit all the way up there inside of the frame, but if you wanted to just slide it down so it sits on the bottom, I think that looks really cool too. right? So London frame, make sure you grab it. Comment donut, and I will send you the link to my website. You can just go to the website. You don't have to actually like it. Just because you comment donut doesn't mean it's going to give you all the information just for this. It still gives you like where you can find the London frame or where you can find the cutouts if you want the cutouts, things like that. Okay. All right. Okay, guys. Well, I think that is going to be a wrap for tonight. Okay. It wasn't so late. I know, right? Yes, I'll have some extras for sure. I'll get you guys some extra donut cutouts. Okay. All right, y'all. Okay, well, thanks so much for hanging out. I sure do appreciate you guys. I'm going to go ahead and get going. It was a little rough today. I'm still like, I worked all the way up until I had to leave to teach my Zumba class tonight. DONUT. So comment donut, DONUT. The short way. Yes, Stephanie, I haven't touched my messenger. If I open it up, I'm gonna forget. So in the mornings, I try and go through all of them. But knowing what you need, I didn't want to open it until I was at my computer and able to do it. Okay. But I am extremely behind too, so like I said, I will get to it as soon as I can, okay? I think tomorrow, let me see, let me see if I can get it to you tonight. If not, I will give it to you tomorrow though, okay? Yeah. But yeah, I was working on the SVGs. I've got them all done, but I've got to get them loaded to the website still, you guys. It takes a little while to get them all pictured and all of the things and get them on the website. So I will get those, most of it's done. Now I just got to get the finished pictures up, okay? So stay tuned for that, but I will get them up tomorrow because tomorrow's Friday, so that way you guys can order the peanuts, the Watts of Love peanuts, and you can order any of the new most requested stuff, all right? If you didn't check it out, go and check out the most requested. I know a lot of them, 4 of them in particular, are going to be gone fairly soon if they're not already gone, okay? I know that Those You Love was going in and out, so if it's not already gone. But none of those are going to restock, okay? Okay, alrighty, y'all. Okay, thanks so much. Have a great rest of your evening. And let me show you. See, it attaches to the back of my phone. And it has the screen. So this is what I see. I see what I normally see on my end is you guys. So, anywho, it's pretty cool. But it gets kind of hopped pretty fast too. We're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna turn it off. All right, and then I'm gonna plug it in so it can charge. I'll charge it tomorrow. All right, guys, have a great rest of your evening. I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay? Ta-da! All right, bye, y'all. Bye.